Hey everybody, it's me, Jeff Acosta. Hey, how you guys all doing? Well, it's April. I hope you've all been having a great spring or winter wherever you live, and I hope whether the weather be cold, whether the weather be hot, we'll be together whether we like it or not. I couldn't resist doing that old rhyme. Anyways, so it is time for an April update, and I'm sure you see the title of this video as it is called the Roseville Telephone Museum. That is exactly what I'll be showing you. It's a very unique museum that we found recently in Roseville with me and my dad and I, that is. But before I get onto that, I just thought I'd show you a little bit of spring and Easter throughout the last of March, and then I'll show you the museum. Check it out, everybody. Yeah, go Stripers, and way to go to my brother. I'm proud of him, just like I'm proud of all my siblings and all their accomplishments. It's really great. All right, everybody. So, one more thing I forgot to mention is because April is also Autism Awareness Month, so that's really great. Even though I'm actually on the Asperger syndrome spectrum, there are some similarities between Asperger syndrome and autism. You can always look it up to know the difference. But hey, you watching my videos I greatly appreciate it and everything. So don't forget to subscribe. And also, if you have any questions about Asperger syndrome, just please write to me. Write to me on my comments down below, or even visit my professional Facebook page, which you can also see in the links below too. All right, everybody. Well, it is time for the Telephone Museum in Roseville. Check it out. What a wonderful museum. It was just incredible just to learn so much about telephones that I never knew about because of how far we've come, especially right now because, you know, I'm recording my videos with my phone itself. I mean, heck, I never knew about the term popcorn, and my dad almost forgot about it. So that was pretty cool to learn about. Just one thing I will say though is when you do visit this museum though, like I showed you, it is only open the first Saturday of every month from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. that is. So it might be a hit and miss if you're ever in the Roseville area, but I'd still say if you have some time, come check it out. Go, the really wonderful volunteers there and docents. It's a nice little telephone museum, especially just seeing all the models and even the ones like where they had like all the characters. I remember the only fun character one one of my siblings and I had when we were little was actually a race car one, which you saw there too, but it was actually a Jeff Gordon one, if anybody remembers that one from the mid-90s. All right, so let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it on the telephone museum. But hey, the day didn't end with the telephone museum. Check this out, I should say. Sorry, I'm stuttering. I always get so nervous when I make my videos. But hey, it just shows like what it's like having Asperger syndrome. I can get you nervous, but it's okay to be nervous. Anyways, our day ended with Old Town Pizza and also getting some takeout. Sorry, I was about to say checkout. God, I am so nervous. From Parker's Hot Dogs, Old Town Pizza, and also let's just say I saw something very cheesy. Check it out. It was wonderful to be back at Old Town Pizza again. It was great to eat there again with my dad when he was visiting. And then of course, you know, later on in the evening, like I said, you know, those Parker's hot dogs, they were still pretty good, even when they were just a little bit cool. In my opinion, Parker's hot dogs in Roseville is almost like I guess you could almost say like Pink's down in Hollywood because they have some very unique combinations. Or even if you're familiar with the Bay Area, Casper's hot dogs as well. So even though I don't eat Parker's a lot, you know, every once in a while I like to have a good hot dog. And Parker's, especially when my dad's visiting, is always great. And of course, I had no idea about Beemster cheese when I saw that cow when I quickly went to do a little grocery shopping while my dad was visiting. And then of course, Beemster, they ended up sharing that picture on the Instagram story, their Instagram story that is. So that was pretty cool. And of course, as you saw, I got another book completed. And if any of you are wondering what I mean, just check out my professional Facebook page and you'll see exactly what I mean. All right, well, hey, one more thing that happened very recently, and it was, we all know, there was an eclipse that took place this month. And to think the next one won't be for, I think they said 20 years, so I'm glad I got to see it, even when I was on the job. So here, take a look what I was able to see through my eyes. Thank you to my coworkers who had some extra glasses, or goggles that is, and also a certain lens. I forgot what it's called, but basically where I was able to see the eclipse safely. I do think at one point I accidentally looked into it, but fortunately though nothing too serious, but I did feel a little dizzy for a little, but not to the point where I was going to faint. So that was awesome. A pity though the next one's not going to be for 24 years, but hey, or 20 years, sorry, I said 24 years. Once again, just being nervous, but hey, like I said, it's the thing about having Asperger syndrome. So, a lot of things have happened this month in April. It's wonderful. And also another thing that happened recently was, of course, you know, I got to mention Jax. It was National Pet Day recently. And also, I just recently donated blood again. And this time it was through a blood drive, not only with Vitalent, but it was also through my job with Sutter. So that was awesome. Check this out. And also, here comes another funny noise when I got the hemoglobin prick and also when I got pricked with the needle.
Yeah, go ahead and let go and start rolling that ball around.
Absolutely.
No.
It always feels good when I can save lives, whether it's to giving blood or plasma or whatever I can do when I can donate a part of myself just to help others. All right, everybody. So before we conclude this video for April, I'm actually going to be heading off to Sacramento pretty soon, and I'm going to see the tour of Annie, the Broadway musical. And if any of you aren't familiar, it is The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Yeah, hopefully that rings a bell for some of you. But then also, on the way out there, I'm going to stop at a couple of quick places along the way to the theater. I mean, you know, when the lift drops me off, and then I can walk by some places I lived near when I lived in Sacramento. So let's head off to Sacramento. What a wonderful day it was, you know. I got to relive like where I once lived, basically. That's so funny I said that. I got to see a little bit of downtown, those murals you saw there a moment ago. And oh my gosh, good thing I was a little hungry before seeing Annie, because oh my gosh, I cannot believe I ran into an old friend of mine, Ann Regular from Target. That was so exciting, and oh my gosh, she continues to get prettier every time I see her. That was exciting, and of course, what a wonderful show that was. I'm so glad I finally got to see Annie, and I got to meet some of the cast afterwards. Even though I didn't get a chance to get any pictures, they were all really wonderful people. A pity I didn't get to meet the dog, but oh well, that's just the way it goes. But it's okay, it was still a great show. So if the cast and crew of Annie see this video, thank you guys so much for a wonderful time. It was wonderful to finally see a musical that had one of the most iconic songs, you know, Tomorrow, I love you, tomorrow. So thank you all to them so much. And also, that little pizzeria restaurant where I had my sandwich. That was a really good Italian sub right there that I had. Spicy, but pretty good. And then also the little place I went to, Mojo's, where I had the little deep fried raviolis and took a couple drinks. Thank you guys so much. It was a great time. It was a great day. So hey, I appreciate you guys watching this video. Thank you so much. And like I said, don't forget to subscribe. And if you know anybody who has Asperger syndrome, autism, or any kind of condition, just, please tell them about my YouTube channel and my website, which is down in the links below. Especially if they need some inspiration and positivity, from someone like myself. And even if somebody isn't 100% perfect, because, nobody's perfect. And I know I'm not 100% perfect, but, I do my best to find positivity. And then also, I'd like to thank the City of Roseville and Consolidated Communications for the telephone museum. So that was really wonderful. And also, last question. Some of you may have noticed in my videos that there are times like when I comb my hair back and style it, and then there are times I just let it be its natural self. Which do you guys prefer better? When I comb it back for my videos, or just natural self? Let me know in the comments down below. Alright guys, thank you so much. Take care.